ﷺ approached us. He's about to say something so important that he just remembered. He said, there are 5 bad things that are going to happen, that are going to befall my ummah towards the end of time. وَأَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ, I seek refuge in Allah that it does not happen in your time. Such a difficult challenge. He said, number 1, when sexual obscenity becomes a widespread norm in my ummah. And it will never happen except if they start committing it publicly and publicizing it openly. Meaning they feel proud about talking about it. That Rasulullah ﷺ told us, وَفَشَ الزِّنَا. Zina is widespread throughout. He's not talking about the non-Muslims. He is telling the ummah, he's saying, my ummah, they will be in that. And then sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, then mark my words, terminal illnesses, diseases and pain that had never existed in their ancestors before them will become widespread among them. And this is the types of, he called it ta'un. Ta'un in those days was any unknown sickness that brought death to a person. There was no cure to it. And he said there will be diseases that have no cure that will become an epidemic among my ummah. So Rasulullah ﷺ told us that this is what's going to happen. 5 things. The second thing he said, they will cheat in their business and trade as a livelihood. And that's when drought will come upon them, meaning poverty, dictating rulers and oppressive rulers upon them. They live upon cheating, lying and betraying. Number 3, he said, they will stop their zakat. How many people even know the rules in Islam of zakat? What are the rulings of zakat? How do you give zakat? For what do you give zakat? This is what Rasulullah is saying. People become ignorant about their own deen. Number 4, he said, they will betray the promises and loyalty to Allah to the point that the enemy will control and possess their wealth. Now, millions and billions of dollars are given away to the non-Muslims to deal with it in our own countries and control us. Brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ said the 5th thing is, their leaders and figures do not apply the laws of Allah's book, but choose what suits from them for themselves until Allah curses them with disunity and enmity amongst each other. I say to you, it's not just the leaders, but all figures. Everybody now has become a leader, a self-appointed leader of themselves. On social media, for example. And what it has caused is disunity and defragmentation of our ummah. We cut each other off, we don't talk to each other. We live in a society where it's about you and only you, myself and me. Rasulullah ﷺ told us the last day will be about that. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Rasulullah ﷺ told us towards the last hour there will be extreme display. The fitan, the trials and tribulations will be displayed before you. There's a very intricate word he is using here. Display meaning they will be placed in front. You're not even looking for it, but it will be in front of you. Just like the pieces of straws in a straw mat. There's so many of them. So Rasulullah is using a metaphor here. He's saying the fitan will be so many on that day that you will look at them, you'll see them all at once in front of you, and you recognize that each one is on its own. Fitna after fitna after fitna after fitna, all displaying themselves in front of you. He said there will be 2 hearts on that day, 2 hearts. One type of heart will be pure, and the other type of heart will be murky, stinky and ugly and dark. The pure heart will be the ones that reject these fitan and try to go against it. And the fitan, the hearts which will be dark and murky, are the ones who take it and accept it and love it.